sold 2 airplanes, an airplane and a helicopter, for almost nothing, and the money they got for it went to DPS. The school got nothing for it.
Okay, so we meaning the DPS sold it.
No, the school sold it. They had an auction.
Oh, okay.
DPS had an auction under Robert Bob.
That was under
Roy Roberts.
Roy Roberts, yeah.
Now, on top of that, if I may add something, they had 3 or 4 airplanes in pieces for Benjamin O. Davis, and I understand the board had an auction and sold these airplanes. We don't know if it was for scrap or whatever, and from what I gather, and Colonel Millben can add to this, that one of the airplanes actually belonged to the United States Air Force, and they sold a plane that was not there. Is that correct?
And from what I understand, the Air Force is not happy.
Okay, is there any way we can get a paper trail to find all these things out?
You all have to find it. That's
We got to find, and you know what happens is,
out there.
they give us absolutely nothing, and that's why they don't want to turn over the district. Because the moment they turn over the district, the first thing is have an audit.
Please,
And then people would go to jail.
please send me a copy of just what you said about that being sold, because that's federal property.
That's right. And the feds are not happy.
And
from what
that's
I
why
understand.
I'm asking for this grand jury investigation, so some names can be put on that.
Now, DPS had the auction, and it was T-28 was the aircraft designation, and it belonged to the Air Force. So let's see what we can find out. I'm trying to think of the company that bought it, but anyway, I was talking to one of the instructors, and we were talking about the airplane, and I was driving southbound on the lodge, and I looked over the thing, and northbound on the lodge with the airplane, they chopped the wings off, and it was going the other way.
Oh my
Well, isn't the military police looking at that?
I don't know who's looking at it. Again, we get involved, but we don't chase that because that's really not our area.
That really normally would be our duty, but now the emergency manager has the power of this body, so there's no checks and balances. There's no discussion, like even agreements or disagreements that some of us have, they don't have that. He's also the superintendent, all in one person. So he's a dictator. He can say, the only person that can put checks on the emergency manager is the governor.
But
And I can
this
say-
is the conundrum. DPS, in fact, committed larceny against the United States military.
Right, that's very
So
good.
seeing it to me,
That's true.
the military police should be doing an investigation.
Right.
I can't tell you who's doing it, but I can tell you this, it still had USAF markings on it.
Whoa. So they knew, the purchaser knew. You know, sometimes you receive stolen property, but you don't know. But if when something says USA, then you know, AF, then you know from which it emanates.
Sure.
Mr. Chairman, I would move to adjourn.
Support.
It's been probably moved in Germany.
Probably like